Welcome to English 2336, American Lit 2. That's American Lit from 1865 to present. My name is James Martin, and I'll be your instructor this summer term if you stick around. This is a crazy, crazy schedule. We have 8 weeks to do what we normally do in 16 weeks, and I haven't cut any readings or any paper assignments or anything else. We're going to do it just like we do it in the fall or the spring. So if you're here in the summer, I can appreciate your ambition. At the same time, you're really going to have to stay up on the readings and the writing and really work hard, I think, to get through this and do all right. And the class itself, I think you'll probably enjoy. American Lit, especially this second half of it from the Civil War to present, is a really rich period in American literature. A lot of great authors here, some you've heard of and some you may have read before and some you've never heard of. And if you get one author out of the course that becomes one of your favorites or somebody that you at least enjoy and want to read more by that person, then I think the course is kind of a success. What we're going to do here is try to give you some idea of how literature has evolved over this time period. We'll look at fiction, poetry, and also a play toward the end. So there are a lot of good things here, but I do want to warn you that summer literature classes can be pretty crazy. This one is, because there's just a lot of content. You'll have to read a lot. You'll have to write 3 papers and take a couple of exams and some quizzes and all kinds of things. And if you're down for it, then welcome aboard. And if you're not down for it, today might be a good day to go find something else to take for summer and come back in the fall. In fact, I should be teaching this in the fall. I haven't found out the official word yet. I have taught it the past couple of falls. I've been teaching here online at Pulaski Tech since the spring of 2007, and I enjoy it. I've never actually set foot on the campus of Pulaski Tech, though of course I've been to Little Rock plenty of times. I lived in Fayetteville, Arkansas for a long time. I went to the U of A there in Fayetteville. I'm originally from Texas. Right now I'm recording this in my home office in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which is just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, where I live and work. And it's a wonderful world we live in, where I can teach from here and you can take the class from wherever you are, because I know that some of you won't be in Little Rock either. I've had people who normally live in Little Rock but who are stationed in Texas or something taking the class. So we'll have people from out of state and from all over the state taking the class this summer, and I think that's pretty cool. I've taught face-to-face for a while before that, and I also teach computing for a living, so I'm pretty familiar with the ways that we can use these technologies to make the online course something like a face-to-face course, and at the same time take advantage of some of the great things about an online class, like not having to be in a particular place at a particular time. Like right now is Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday, before the week before classes start. But that doesn't matter, because I can take my lecture now and put it online for you to see on Monday when classes start, most likely. There's a lot of stuff to check out this week. You'll want to look at the syllabus, follow the syllabus link in Blackboard, and read over the syllabus, and make sure you read over the assignments section of it, the course schedule. That starts on page 5, I believe. Page 5 and page 6 is everything you're going to be responsible for reading and submitting during that time. Pay special attention to the plagiarism section and to the lecture on plagiarism, which is there on your readings and in the online class. I don't have a lot of patience for plagiarism. I think that if you do your own work, you'll do all right. I think if you do your own work, you'll probably pass the class. If you might not make a great grade, but you'll pass the class. If you turn everything in, probably will. If you cheat, if you turn in other people's stuff, if you go grab a bunch of stuff off the internet and just kind of throw it together in a paper without attributing your sources and without integrating it into your own writing and do all those kinds of things, then I'll catch you and I'll fail you, and I really won't lose much sleep over it, because it makes me mad. It causes me a lot of extra work. It really complicates my life, and for that reason alone, it'll annoy me. But for the other reason is, I think you're ultimately cheating yourself out of a chance to learn something, and that's what college is about. If you're not in college to learn something, then don't go to college. I understand that part of the reason people go to college, or maybe a big reason, is to get a better job and stuff like that, and that's cool. I did the same thing, but I also went there to learn something, and I think you should too. And I know good people do bad things, but don't let it be you, because they give us really good software these days for tracking you down. It's not hard to catch plagiarists. I really just run you through some software, and it says, hey, look, they got this from here, and this from here, and this from here. So, really, you don't have to be much of a super sleuth to figure it out. And but it really costs a lot of time, takes away time I could be spending teaching people how to write or how to understand literature or all these other good things. It just takes away my time, and I don't like it. I'll lose all respect for you if you turn in something like that. And maybe you don't care because maybe you don't know me. But anyhow, so sorry, got on a rant there. But on the good side, I've taught this class for a while, and I think that I can help you understand some things and help you enjoy some of these authors. You won't enjoy everything you read, but that's another part of college. You learn how to read things and understand them and talk about them, whether you enjoy them or not, whether you agree with them or not, whether you think they're valuable or not. That's something that, trust me, will carry over into the real world, so-called, when you get out of college. A lot of times you'll be working on things that don't interest you particularly or that you don't agree with particularly, but you still have to be able to understand them, articulate them for other people, and do all other manner of things with them. So I think my little clicker here tells me that I'm now 6 minutes and 42 seconds into this little lecture-ette. I'm going to stop at this point and let you jump in to the course. This is probably the only time you see me in a video this semester. The rest of the time you'll be interacting with me on the by reading my lectures and in the forums. And forums are very important to me. Let me make it that clear while I'm here. The forums are really the place where we can get discussion going, and you can't have a literature class without discussion. And I'm requiring you to post 3 times per week. I'm not like some other instructors. I don't grade your posts. I don't go in and grade them like little papers or something. It's not like that. It's more like things you would ask in a class, or the sort of interaction we would have in a face-to-face class. So if you've got a question about something, post a question. If somebody else posts a question, answer it if you can. Make a comment. Try to link things together. Try to link what we read to other things you've read or seen or thought about. Just have a conversation about literature, and that will help us. It will help everyone. If you have a question about how the class works, ask that, because if you have a question, probably other people might have the same question. I'll answer you there instead of using email for it. If you do have some sort of personal concern, something you need to talk to me privately about, then of course use email, and I prefer the email inside Blackboard itself instead of regular email, but I'll read that too if I have to. If this is your first online class, get familiar with the way things are laid out in Blackboard and how to submit assignments and that kind of thing. There's some resources out there. There's a help desk for students and some other tutorials you can watch to figure that out. I think that's all I got to say. If not, you'll see me splice something else in here at the end of this. So I wish you well. And if you stick around, which about half of you will, then we'll learn something. And for the other half of you, happy trails. Welcome to American Lit True. Welcome to American Lit 2. I'm James. I'll see you online.